I'm your boy Chef Perry, the vegan gorilla. Today, I'm going to make a little bit of a sandwich. People like a good sandwich, especially a B.L.T, bacon, lettuce, tomato. We don't use bacon in the vegan world, so we're going to substitute that for something. And lots of ingredients, lots of good stuff here. Between liquid smoke, garlic, blackstrap molasses, you name it, we got it. So, before we start, let me talk to you a little bit about what the main ingredient is going to be. It's called Tempeh. I don't know if you can see it there. So it's kind of rubbery thick. This stuff is actually, some people call it a superfood. The texture is very chewy, but it also crumbles and stuff too once you cook it in a little bit. But it does stay firm, which is good when it crumbles a little bit. So, but the chew is really good on it. It's got a slightly nutty flavor to it. It packs a big protein punch. Lots of fiber in it. It's got prebiotic, probiotic in it. It's good for the gut health, microorganisms. It also full of calcium, iron, potassium. It's just an overall great food. So basically all of this is fermented, dehulled soybeans and packed together with water and stuff like that. But yeah, anyways, don't be afraid to try this. This stuff is really good, really healthy for you. The body uses protein. Everyone needs protein. This has a lot of protein in it, especially if you're working out and stuff. So, but the protein helps repair the muscles that you've broken down through exercise and helps build it back up and makes it stronger. Okay, so that's tempeh. So we're going to use that as our substitute for bacon. So we call this TLT, or some people call it tempeh, lettuce, tomato. So let's get started with that. So we got all our ingredients here. I'm going to put a link in the list below so that you can see everything and click on it, print it, do what you want. There's a few things I wouldn't substitute here, and I'll get to that in a second. But first, we're going to make our marinade for the tempeh. So we want to, because this stuff will absorb, just like tofu, it'll absorb the flavors that you put into it. So it's really versatile, really good that way. So let's get our bowl. And here I have and let's do this glass because it's got to scrape that out. I got to smell them. Some look the same. Now this here is liquid. It's called liquid smoke, and liquid smoke is this little container here. You find it more in the bigger stores. Here in Ontario, we have like Loblaws, Metro, things like that. They carry them there. They're not that expensive, but please don't skip out on this. This is one of the key ingredients for this whole flavor here. It just gives it that smoky flavor. It's really, really good. I use it in a lot of things. Also, the maple syrup, use real maple syrup. Don't use the store-bought pancake mix syrup stuff. It's just, although they're both full of sugar, this has a bit of more of a robust taste to it, and it'll give you a little different taste to it, so try not to use that stuff too much. Okay, and then we have too much smoked paprika. Good stuff, good stuff. Now we're going to have a little bit of black strap molasses. This is optional. I find it's good for a nice little iron kick. Makes everything stick together. It's really sticky. I don't know if you heard the old saying, slower than molasses in January. And you can see why. A black strap molasses is probably a really good one to get. Again, you can find that in the grocery store. It's not a big deal. I'm going to give a little bit of help here. That is sticky. Okay. It reminds me I do the driveway later. All right, repave that driveway. All right, get all that stickiness out. And don't get it on your hands if you can help it. And then, my magic ingredient. A little bit of love, a little bit of love. Right there. All right, so let's put a little black pepper in there. Fresh black pepper. I'm just going to give this a little stir up. Whoa. Yes. Smells good. So I get a good little extra stir because I want to make sure that molasses comes off here. Now it's not a lot, so it's you don't really need much. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut up the tempeh in strips. You could do it this way. I'm going to do longer strips. So I'm going to cut it in half, roughly half here. And then I'm going to do lengthwise. So I'm going to cut these about a ½ inch thick. This gives it better texture, better bite to it. And you can see it just cuts nice and easily here. Watch your fingers. Okay. So these are the pieces we're going to be using here. Might as well cut it all up. So I'm going to make some for just do it all later. This stuff is so good. You can save it, it'll last in the fridge for 3 or 4 days, no problem. Make another sandwich or whatever. You can put it in soups, you can put it in little chilies, you can put it in anything you want, really. Put it in tacos. So, let's get this here, and we're gonna marinate these. So I'm gonna put these in. Give them a good brushing. Some more in. Now just be a little careful with it because they will snap in half if you, I mean, they're pretty sturdy, but I mean, as you can see, they'll break if you do put a little bit of pressure on it. So try to get a little ginger with it. Get all that marinade in there. Oh yeah. Now typically I would let this sit. Myself, I would let it sit for about 24 hours because it'll really soak up all that flavor. And, you know, I usually make this the night before if I want it for breakfast, or we want to make a breakfast sandwich, or just want to use it as a meat substitute, as some sort of like a bacon, and make some tofu scramble with it, some toast. But for today, we'll just let it marinate for about 10 minutes. So this way here, you can do it for, it doesn't really matter. It just impacts the flavor a little bit more once you let it sit longer, obviously. So we'll do this for about 10-15 minutes, let it sit. Meanwhile, we'll preheat the oven and we'll go do something. All right, let's go. For about 15 minutes. So let's get it in a pan. We'll baste it a little bit more. I'm gonna put a little dab of olive oil on top. Just a little sprinkle. We got a quick brushing again. Again, stir it up a little bit. Try not to break any of the pieces. And let's lay these babies out. Oh yeah, gonna have enough for today, tomorrow. Yeah, no, this is gonna have enough for today. I'm a big eater. I do like to eat. Get these all in there. That smells really good too. I'm excited. Right. Almost done. Look at that broken piece. I'm not releasing that. That's the one I was showing you about earlier. a little bit of the marinade left, and not wasting that. Just take a little brush, do a little scoop, save half of that though, because once we're halfway through cooking, we're gonna flip it, baste it again a little bit. That's to really bring out the flavors. You don't need much, it's really like maybe a tablespoon left really in here at the most. It goes on pretty generous. All right. All right, let's get that in the oven. All right, let's go. Oh, okay, folks. Have a look at that. You can see it very good. This turned out really good. Nice and crispy. That's hot, that's hot, that's hot. Very hot. Anyways, let's get this sandwich together and get this thing, well, that's cooling down. So I got a baguette bread, bigger than most. Okay, gorillas, let's get this sandwich together. Well, that's cooling down. Nice fresh baguette, bigger than most. Let's give that a little cut. All right. Put a little mayo on it. Now you can make your own mayo. I'll do a video on that later, how to make vegan mayo. But believe it or not, the stores are coming out with a lot of good stuff right now. So I mean, I bought the pre-lot mayo, and it's fantastic. So I can't really complain. Although I do like to make things fresh, but in a pinch, when you got someone coming over, or friends, or whatever, or you just want a quick lunch, this is great to have. Just put a little bit on each side. More. That's my body crying. Too much calories. Can't put too much, it goes right to my hips, you know. Anyways, let's put that over here. Okay, let's load this bad boy up. Oh, hang on, gonna cut the tomato. Yes, nice fresh tomato. Oh yeah, juice coming right out of there. All right, so let's get this. We're gonna put these hot stuffs on there. See, I use a lot of it. Not just that kind of guy. That's a big sandwich. You could eat it all, which I'll do, or you can split it with your friends, family, whatever. Try it. Oh yeah. No good. Okay. Throw tomatoes on. There's lettuce. Actually, before we do that, let's put a little pinch of salt on there. That way it goes right in. Tomatoes doesn't fall off the lettuce. Fresh black pepper. Optional, of course. I do like my black pepper. Now we'll put the lettuce. Oh yeah. Yeah, let's put the hell on. Let's put it all on. Okay, so let's get this plated. I'll come back, I'll take a bite, give you my opinion, my evaluation, rated on how many gorillas, 1 to 5, 5 being the best, 1 being, anyways, I'll be back in a sec. All right, gorillas, let's give this bad boy a try. They're all plated up, ready to roll. Oh yeah. That's a pretty good looking sandwich, actually. Let's see if it tastes as good as it looks. Mm. Oh yeah, kind of good. Mm. The bun is very fresh. It's good. The flavors just all come together, and it is really, really good. On the fence here, but I'm gonna probably give it 4 to 5. Not perfect 5 because I didn't let it marinate 24 hours like I usually do. I was about 15 minutes, 15 minutes marinate. It's really good though. The only thing I think that you can improve on that is let it marinate overnight. It'll really, really come together the next day. It'll be more intense in flavor, but that's good. You can also toast the bun. I didn't toast the bun. Sometimes I like to do too, but today I didn't feel like it, so I felt like a fresh bun. You can add avocado if you want, things like that. Really kick it up a notch, but it's pretty good. Another way you can make it, now the tempeh tastes really good. The texture is, it's got a little bit of a bite to it, a little chewy. Not crisp like a bacon or anything, although the top parts did crust up a little bit. If you want that particular texture, you can certainly achieve that. You can use a frying pan instead of bacon in the oven. I just kind of put it in the oven because I like bacon instead of frying it on extra calories, whatever. But anyways, just, you can try frying it up. It'll cook a little bit faster too, and I'll put a time variance in the link below for the difference between oven and frying too. So anyways, give it a shot and let me know what you think, how many grills you rated out of, and if I don't see you, or when I do see you, namaste and much love.